Hey everyone, Jinrai Prime 666 here, and I want to apologise in advance for this video. This is going to be a bit off the cuff, not really scripted or anything. It's just going to be me giving my thoughts on the recent passing of Yūko Mizutani, who, to people like me, she is known as the voice of Excellen Browning from Super Robot Wars Original Generations. She has also voiced Mihoshi from Tenchi Muyo, Sora Tekanuchi from Digimon Adventure. She was also Minnie Mouse in Japanese. And last week, on May 17th, she died as a result of breast cancer, which sucks. It really does. She was only 51, and nowadays that is no age. It's no age at all. And when entertainers, when people that I like their work, normally when they pass, if it's someone I enjoy, I will do like what most people will probably do is, I'll say, my condolences to the family, to friends, and anybody they worked with, because it's never nice to lose someone that you like. But this Yūko Mizutani's passing has, I won't deny, it has hit me pretty hard. It's probably hit a lot of people like myself hard as well, because I mostly knew her as Excellen Browning. It's only like later on when I found out she did the voices like for Sora and Mihoshi and whatnot, because obviously I never saw like Digimon and Tenchi Muyo initially in Japanese. That's through later on, but because when I first played Original Generations, obviously I heard it in Japanese, so I knew her performance as Excellen. And Excellen is one of the most upbeat and positive characters in OG, and she brought life to that character in such a way, and it's really interesting seeing her in the games in the series, because she is basically Kyosuke Nambu's lover, and she is a complete, in terms of how she behaves and how she is like a complete polar opposite of Kyosuke. But Kyosuke isn't without emotion or anything like that. He has emotion. He just doesn't express emotion very often. Yes, he is stoic, but he's not stoic to the point where he feels nothing. He clearly does feel stuff, and when you see instances, not just in the games, but also the anime adaptations of them, mostly in the Inspector, I'd say, when Excellen is threatened, or if anything happens to her, you see Kyosuke, it's like whoever threatened her, you just hit Kyosuke's berserk button, and you do not want to be in the way of that. Not at all. And, it's like they complement each other so perfectly. They are like a yin and yang of each other. Because, yes, Kyosuke doesn't show an awful lot of emotion, whereas Excellen does. Excellen is outgoing, Kyosuke isn't, but, they just work together in such a way, and it's really, seeing their interactions, it's very entertaining. And, I won't deny, it is going to be a shame to not see Yūko Mizutani again perform as her. And the series producer Terada for Super Robot Wars, he did come out last week to say that the vocal performances for the upcoming Moon Dwellers were finished last year. So I've seen some people wonder if her passing is going to affect that, and obviously it isn't, because that was all done and dusted last year. And there was unfortunate timing. This particular preview video came out just literally days before this happened. We also saw a preview trailer recently for what's a drama, like audio drama CD that's coming with the limited edition release of Moon Dwellers. I think it's called Beach Dwellers. Yes, it is what it sounds like. It's basically some of the female cast of OG basically going to the beach. And if I recall, it's Latuni, Kasuha, Ciola, Lamia, Shoko, and of course Excellen. And the vocal performances for that were only finished last month, so that makes Beach Dwellers the last performance of Excellen Browning by Yūko Mizutani. And yeah, I'm gonna keep saying it. It sucks that this happened. It's never nice to lose anyone you like, and as it may sound from a lot of people when they say it, my heart and my thoughts go out to the family and the friends. Yeah, my thoughts and my prayers and whatnot, they all go out to her family and to those she worked with. And I don't know if she had children or anything like that, but I especially go out to the family because, this past year I have lost a family member as well. And I lost my dad in November, and I'm still coping with it even now. And so yeah, her passing just really hit me. And I haven't, in terms of, yes, we've lost a lot of really good talent this year. Earlier this year we of course lost Alan Rickman and David Bowie. And yeah, it just seems that every so often, every couple of years, we always seem to lose a lot of people that generally people like. Like in 2014, we lost a lot of vocal talent. For example, we lost what's his name? I'm trying to think. Sorry for dragging this out. We lost Casey Kasem. We lost Harold Ramis. We lost Rick Mail. Yeah, we lost a lot. There are more, and I'm not looking at like a wiki page or anything like that. This is just off the top of my head. Yeah, we lost a lot of people, and it's like this year, 2016, it seems to be a repeat of that, and it sucks. It really does. But her passing, I haven't felt as sad about a performer's passing ever since Harold Ramis and Rick Mail died, because what they were involved with was very close to me, and obviously Yūko Nisan's performances as Excellen was obviously very close to me, because Super Robot Wars is one of my favourite series, if not my absolute favourite series. And yeah, it's like, I just want to say, I've seen some people question what this might entail for Excellen as a character, and also she also voiced Alphamy in OG as well. It's like some people are wondering, does this mean Banpresto are going to be retiring those two characters, or are they going to be like killing them off or anything like that? And I just want to say, before I get into how I feel about that, I just want to say, for a start, it's way too soon to be talking about anything like that. It's literally only just been a week. Tomorrow it will be a week. It's too soon to be talking about that sort of thing. And, you know, while, yes, I'm not saying you can't think about that sort of thing, it's like, give her some respect. Give her some respect. Again, it's not even been a week. It's nearly a week. And it's like, while you can talk about that, it's like, don't make that the focus of what you want to talk about. You know, give her some respect. And give some respect and breathing space to her family and to her co-workers. Especially those she worked alongside with in original generations. But saying that, I'm pretty sure she, you know, it is a shame that she's not here to see the launch of Moon Dwellers. At least physically. And I'm sure she would have wanted us as fans of Super Rebel Wars, I'm sure she would have wanted us to enjoy the game and enjoy her performance regardless of what happened. Because otherwise that's a disservice to her, and that's a disservice to Excellen and Alpha Me if she's there. I'm not sure if she is there, but she probably will be. But we know that Excellen is in the game. So, but I will say, you know, to go back to that, you know, I think it would be unwise for Banpresto to not have Excellen around anymore. Because one, obviously they want to honour her work, but they will probably recast her. Now, granted, Yūko Mizutani gave a lot of character to Excellen, so you might initially think it'll be hard for them to find someone that can emulate her voice to such a degree, but I've got a good feeling they probably will be able to find someone. Japan has a lot of really good voice talent, and there have been instances in the past where if a voice actor passed away, they will find someone who closely resembles them, especially if it's a particular character that they're known for. For example, sorry, I'm just sorry for mispronouncing this or anything. Kaneto Shiozawa, who to us would be known as the voice of the original voice of D from Vampire Hunter D, and also Makava. Sorry, I'm probably mispronouncing that. Makava from Mobile Suit Gundam. He unfortunately died in 2000 due to falling down a flight of stairs and died of concussion, which again is also really awful. He was his successor was Takumi Yamazaki, who to us would be known as Archibald Grimms from Super Rebel Wars OG, but also George Desand from Mobile Fighter G Gundam, and also Dr. West from the anime adaptation of Demon Bane. He is able to replicate Shiozawa's voice to such a degree that it basically can sound the same. And I've got a good feeling that there probably will be someone to do a similar thing for Mizutani's performance as Excellen and Alpha Me. because in contrast to the voice acting in the West, in Japan, it is very serious over there. It is treated with the utmost respect. So I've got a good feeling they will find someone to replace. And replace is not the right word. Even though, yes, that is a word you can use, I don't feel it's the right word. To succeed her, and to give, to honour her performance as the character. At least I hope so. But again, it is too soon to be really thinking about that right now. We don't know what will happen, so the best we could hope for really is that she gets succeeded. But in the meantime, let's enjoy Moon Dwellers when it comes out. I know I will be constantly thinking of her when I'm playing the game. And, my heart, my thoughts, and my feelings go out to her, to her family, to her friends and co-workers, especially alongside OG. And I just want to say, to wrap this up, Yūko Mizutani, thank you. Thank you for your work as Excellen. It's been special to me, and it's been special to many other people who have played the games and seen you in the animes and whatnot. But also all of everything else you've done in the game, in the industry in general. Thank you, and rest in peace. You will be missed.